Hello again, my name is Damien Murphy and I work for Innovations in Dementia. Welcome to the last of 4 short videos to help you as a community-based volunteer during the COVID crisis. In this video we're going to focus on the important role of companionship involving regular ongoing contact with a person living with dementia. And we want to continue then to share our experience and the knowledge and that of people living with dementia to help you build upon that positive value base you clearly hold as a volunteer. Before I move on to the main body of this video, I just want to provide a recap of a couple of the key messages from those earlier videos that we've put out there. Number 1, building a picture of a person's preferences in advance of your first visit is vital. Number 2, dementia is nobody's fault and people should not be blamed for that physical process going on in their brain. Number 3, the biggest complaint that people with dementia tell us that they have about dementia is other people. That's us. And number 4, it's important to recognise how anxious and concerned people with dementia that you're visiting may well feel without that constant ongoing reassurance we hope you're going to provide. As well as some more practical tips in this video, we want to provide some reassurance for you now, and we're going to start with that. Most of those people with dementia that you're supporting will be living with some degree of independence in the community, so please abandon any ideas you have of people in a constant state of disorientation and confusion. And do try to ignore a lot of those media images of wrinkled hands and Zimmer frames, often associated with people with dementia. Also, don't be scared. There's Gail.
It's important for you to get across to the people that's going to be volunteering that we're not scary, normal people that have a few problems. And that's what they need to know. Don't be frightened of us, because some people are.
One of the most frequently asked questions about working with people with dementia that we get is, how do I respond to a person experiencing a different reality? For example, someone asking for their mum or saying they need to go to work or fetch the kids or go home. So I want to look now at those 4 simple but loaded 1-syllable words of mum, work, home, kids. What do they mean to you? I mean, mum has huge emotion to it. Love, security, belonging. And what does the mention of mum then mean to someone with dementia? Nothing different. So if someone's calling for their mum, what does it reveal about their emotions? They need a hug, probably. And goodness me, don't we all in these times? And we're not allowed. So you can really empathise there. If someone's saying they need to go to work, what does that say about their feelings? They're bored. So if you've done your preparation, you've got plenty to talk about in terms of past occupation and recognising somebody's achievements. I want to go home says people don't feel at home where they are now. They don't feel safe or secure, so there's a lot of that reassurance going on and needed here. Where's my kids? It's an invitation to talk about achievements, the pride that people have. You know, you've got great conversation opportunities there. You never stop worrying about your kids, do you? It's a great line. And people can talk about that because they want to see themselves as a parent, as a different role other than somebody with a diagnosis, and that's it. So respond and acknowledge those feelings. These are often, as I said, invitations from a person to talk about their identity, their role and their control over the world around them. You know, a person with dementia is not going to say, oh, since my diagnosis I feel my voice, choice and control and identity have been compromised. But they will call for mum or their kids or go to work or go home. I want to reiterate, however, that it will be a fairly rare thing to see somebody who's currently quite independent to be too disorientated. In fact, if you do see a sudden change from your last visit, it could well be something else. A sudden acute change in cognition could well be an indicator of something like a urine infection, or any infection for that matter, and that obviously needs treatment. So you do have a role as an alerter back to the health services in this case. I want now just to refer back again to that checklist that we've put together in our volunteer guidance on our website. What follows now is a little taster of what's in there relating to the important role of supporting a person over time from Wendy, Gail and Ron.
Knowing their name, just so that when they arrive, they say, "Hi, I'm Bill."
Might be from the end of their garden path.
You have to earn the trust of a person.
Yeah.
Don't keep saying, "Oh, I spoke to you last week, remember what I said," or something. I think it's up to them to build up a picture of us almost. If they know we like gardening or something, you know, it's almost a checking, a nice checking on us.
Seeing that same person, at least try to let us have the same person.
Remember to smile when you're talking.
As I mentioned, the checklist covers more issues, from finding out the best way to make contact, such as by telephone, computer or from the garden gate, to the importance of gathering information. Well, we've come to the end now of our COVID videos to support you as a community volunteer. We've tried not to overwhelm you with information, but to focus on what questions you've had about your role, and also on what people with dementia have said about what would best help them in the added isolation and uncertainty brought about by the COVID crisis. So hopefully we haven't scared you off, and you're still up to enter what will no doubt be a series of mutually reassuring and engaging new relationships. Tweet us about your experiences here. Let us know how these videos have helped you, and also what else you might want from us in terms of information. In the meantime, take care and keep washing your hands. So whatever way you're supporting someone, whether that's by transporting them or getting shopping or fetching some prescriptions, it's really important not just... That's the dog sneezing. Come here, come here. Good girl. Oh, now. Now then, was that you sneezing? Can't be sneezing. Naughty dog when I'm on the telly.